All right, all right. Welcome everyone back to Ctrl Pop. Robert, Omar, Falcon Louis, anytime. We're just gonna get straight into it. Stranger Things Volume 1 was insane. We both seen it. Loved it. It left us with more questions than answers. And today we talk about those questions. So let's get right into it. Let's just review our scores for Volume. These are our scores for Stranger Things Volume 5 out of 10. You got your score?
Yeah. I think I got my score. I think I got my
All right,
score.
ready? And we're saying at the same time, man. Three, three, two, one. 9.5.
9.2.
Oh shit, yo, we were on around the same time.
Okay. Like I said.
I have my gripes with the season. I do. There are a few things that did bother me about the some stuff that did bother me. Like and before we get into it, this is everyone's only chance if you have not seen season 5, volume 1, all 4 episodes. This is your only chance. Click away. Click away.
Go watch it.
Come back later at a
Go
different
watch.
time. We'll soon be here. But if you had spoiler warning, if you haven't seen season 5, be gone. But if you had, last chance, be gone. Because these are spoilers now. Now, with that said, here are my problems with. Well, I'm going to talk about the positives first. Let's get the positives out of the way.
No.
The negatives?
Start with the negative.
Start with
the negative first.
Okay. There should be 3 confirmed deaths. There should be 3 deaths right now. Both Wheelers should be dead.
Yes, that is my negative as well,
If you
too.
really want to keep it a beat, there should be 4. When that Demogorgon took Holly and just fucking yeeted her against the wall, that little bitch dead.
No. The plot armor.
Motherfucker's spine made out of steel. Holy shit.
Oh, man. Going toe-to-toe with a Demogorgon with a wine glass?
We'll get into that. That's another negative. The Wheeler should be dead, both parents, minimum. Holly, if you really want to be like, whatever. And then Joyce. Joyce, walk Vecna down buyers. Joyce, walk me down buyers.
He walk anything down.
She, in the hospital when they're talking about the Wheelers and everything, Lucas goes out of the way to say Vecna is ruthless. He doesn't leave anything unfinished. He's precise. He's like all these things, like such a ruthless person. And he just gets down massacring the United States Army. Massacring them. And then he moves the car. Joyce is like, you leave my son alone. And he's like, no. And that's it. Yeah. Bye, bitch. Get out my face, bitch. Get out. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that was it. Joyce should be... If I'm this ruthless person, as they said, Joyce walking me, I'm like this. Next round. And you're dead.
That's what I thought.
And then, like you said...
There should have been a lot of deaths. I'm going to keep it a beat.
Like you said, you had the Demogorgon on Demon Time the entire season. You have Hop in the van, the Demogorgon's massacring everybody, and then you get to Karen to have her don't get me wrong, have your moment, girl. Stay away from my, that's your time, girl. But don't. I feel like it was perfect. I feel like it was like. Not to bring up.
It was a perfect moment just to kill her.
Not to bring up Endgame again, but it's like that moment in Endgame where Spider-Man rains. They shoot down. Spider-Man rolls over, and Captain Marvel's like, "Hey, Peter Parker," and tries to take it and all this shit. And he's like, "I don't know how you're gonna get through all of them." It's all the females to have that female empowerment moment. That's what that was. They gave Karen a moment to stand the Demogorgon, and the Demogorgon just took it like a good little boy. She's like, "Okay, get your moment, girl. All right, now I'm done." And fucking just yeeted that bitch.
Yeah, that pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. That was top 10 dumb moments of Volume 1.
Something I know you don't know, which is fine, because probably a lot of the general audience doesn't know. Remember in the episodes with Max, and she was talking about how Vecna won't enter the cave, he's scared?
Yeah.
So that is part of the Stranger Things first shadow, which is the play.
Oh yeah,
So
no.
a lot of people don't know Stranger Things had a play about Vecna, about Henry and him growing up and stuff, and how
Hmm.
he became who he is. So a lot of people don't know about that. So they're incorporating the play into the final season. Like you know, if you're not like a hardcore Stranger Things fan, you don't know about this play. Now you gotta do a Demon Slayer treatment and do hella flashbacks. And I'm like, that's kind of stupid. But those are my negatives. And those negatives don't bring me underneath a 9.
Oh no.
I think. Oh, wait, no, wait. I do have one more negative. And it still doesn't bring me underneath a 9. Ladies and gentlemen, and it's not the show itself, it is the fandom. I cannot stand Byler.
I know what you're gonna
I
say. I
cannot stand
know.
the
I know.
Bylers. I can't do it. Well, I can't stand the dumb Byler people. Like I was showing you stuff on Twitter I saw. Like, dude, when the whole point of Will getting the powers was that he accepted himself and that it was such a beautiful scene, and then you know he saves all his friends' lives and kills the Demogorgons, and Mike smiles at him, and people are like, "That's him falling in love with Will." No, bitch, no. That is Will. That's Mike realizing that the pep talk that he gave Will, one, worked, his life is saved, and his friend has powers. Right? Like, if I'm in that exact scenario, and the Demogorgon's about to get me, and you fucking, yeah, I'm like, that's my guy. That's my guy. Not gonna lie. I guarantee you, if
Hey,
Mike was in
Will
the if
Silver.
Mike was in the
No, I agree with you.
the tunnels, and Lucas was the one like who was on the military ground with them, he would smile too. Is Lucas gay? No. Lucas got a baddie in the hospital in a coma. Fucking. But that's what bothers me so much about. Like, Mike can't do anything with.
Yeah, but they're really entertaining the fact though. They really are. That talk they had and with Robin staring at them, the little chest twitch
Oh,
thing, yo.
The Duffer Brothers are
Oh,
definitely
they know what they're
they're
doing.
definitely
They know.
entertaining it. They're definitely like, and listen, I'm not saying that Will most likely will make a move on Mike. Again, you know,
Wait,
you know what I mean.
you really think so? You think he's gonna try to go in for a kiss?
I think so. Whether or not it's reciprocated, that's a different story.
I'm turning the TV off. No, I'm joking. I'm sorry, that's
No,
crazy. But like,
but like that's the thing. Like, if, I don't mind. I'm all for if you have a gay character, be a gay character. Like I love Robin,
like I said, we talked about this. Robin,
but like don't
amazing
make a
character.
character gay for the sake of making the character gay. And that's what you're doing with Mike. Mike has never shown any interest in any of his friends, Will included, in a romantic level. He is by the whole pep talk, the whole thing. Like they showed it in season 4. He's the leader of the party. He's the heart of the party. He's going to uplift his friends.
Mm-hmm.
So that bothered me. And then I don't like how they handled. I feel like Steve from season 1 to season 4 made such a good character arc, and he
You didn't like how he was?
no, I liked how he was, but what I don't like is how he got so character arc is from 1 to 4, and he kind of grew out of the whole love triangle of Nancy. Kind of moved on, accepted, he became his own person, and now you kind of reduce his character back to being a love triangle with Jonathan. Both characters should not be in a love triangle. It should be
Yeah, but you
Jonathan.
kind of figured that from last season,
I
though.
know, but
Like towards the end, like how she was giving him looks and shit.
I feel like it's a disservice to all 3 characters because all 3 of them grew as characters, and they don't need to be in a love triangle. That's just me. Um, those are
I think they're kind of
those are my
like I get,
negatives.
yeah, they're getting into like the love triangle thing again, but I think they're also getting out of it because of like even with Jonathan, like when when he's like, should we bring Nancy flowers?
Well, that's
Steve
another
and
thing,
then
right?
Jonathan lashed out, and I'm like,
Because if you
it's,
look at it like that, um, if you look at it like that, Steve doesn't understand that. That makes it seem like Steve doesn't understand Nancy because Nancy, if they showed up to the hospital with the flowers, Nancy would have been like, "Why the fuck are you people here? We have a mission."
yeah, yeah,
Jonathan
no,
wanted. Jonathan did what she would wanted him to do.
oh, 100%. But
So
then that's when like I thought like okay they're done with the whole macho man bullshit, but then they brought it back when the whole like when they were talking about like the whole taking the beamer and just running through that shit, and then Jonathan was all against all that.
Well, so was Dustin. Dustin was like, that scene was hysterical. He was like, it's not a popper. It's not a popper. Stop it. Stop.
Yeah,
We're going to die. I was in tears.
there's so many funny moments in this season. I loved it.
So, yeah,
Ah,
those are I think those are our negatives. Let's move into the
mhm.
positives, because there's a lot to talk about. The,
Biggest positive,
what is it?
dipshit Derek.
Oh, Dipshit Deck. Dipshit Deck is a positive, but he's not the positive.
He's
Dipshit Deck reminds me
biggest
of you. Fucking,
No, I'm delightful, Derek.
so I'm watching this season, and I love, the first thing I'll say is Dustin and Steve. It's so painful to see them fighting, but it is so well done because
Oh, yeah.
I love how they're like portraying the grief that Dustin has and how he's
Mhm.
like pushing everyone away. And what a lot of people don't know is from season 4 to season 5 is a year gap. So like this has been going on for a while. Dustin has been provoking Andy and all of them, obviously. Then push, people constantly are bailing him out. And now he meets a head and he gets his ass beat because he's being a little shit. And I'm not saying it's all Dustin's fault. Andy's a little shit too. But like the fact that his friends do care, people are saying how like Steve and Mike and them didn't care. They cared. Dustin lied to them when he got his ass beat. Instead of saying, hey, this
Oh
happened
yeah.
and I'm doing this because of this, he
I
decides,
think obviously as you saw, Steve knows that's bullshit because
yeah.
I think his story changed. He told Steve one thing, and then
Well, he
when
didn't even
they're
tell
like,
Steve.
"Yo, what
Steve was
happened?"
like, Steve just knew, like, who was it? And then,
He said it wasn't, but he was just like, "I fell off my bike." I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
no, he told the group that. And then, but yeah, no, that's exactly. Well, yeah, he led with that, but Steve knew. Steve was like, who was it? Andy?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then, like, instead of, like, and that's
Telling
another thing. Like,
friends.
Dustin's character can't admit that he's wrong or that he messed up. So he's like, he's shifting the blame to Steve and insulting Steve again. And Steve's like, just admit that you were wrong. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, I was like, talk your shit, Steve. I was like, "Thank you, bro." Like he was just that shit was pissing
And
me off.
then,
I was like, "Yes."
so I like that dynamic. And you already know, come Christmas Day, Volume 2 is going to come out. There's going to be those 3 episodes. They're going to make up. Something's going to happen because you see them hug in the trailer.
Hmm.
But that, I did like, and the whole Will was kind of like the MVP for this volume. Like, Will being able to tap into the hive mind, finding that whole stuff, seeing through Holly's eyes, being able to tap into Vecna's powers once he accepted who he was. Um,
Yeah,
I want
I think
they're gonna explore more of that, and I've been telling you earlier that I'll
I
say
think
my
like
theory for later in the video, but I do have a theory on why Vecna just did his villain monologue and then dipped without killing anybody. I do have a theory on that, and you kind of know it, but I mean, Will was probably like the most. Will and Mike probably were the most important characters. They had the most, and Robin. Um,
yeah.
oh, Jesus, but
Damn, bro.
uh, yeah, and that's not like I feel like Robin getting all this screen time. She did. I think.
Oh, you think
I
so?
think even all because she wasn't a character who got a lot of screen time before,
Oh,
and now she's getting all this development. She's she's
yes,
giving
you're right.
pep
You're
talks,
right.
but
You're right.
I mean the stuff that like Joyce. I'm not gonna lie. Before 11 entered the Upside Down, I didn't really care for Hop's story. I was like, okay, he's gonna be an Upside Down because we've seen it before. Hop.
I thought he was gonna die.
I didn't. I did. I've seen this. I've seen this song and dancing of
Yes.
Hopper,
Yes.
where something looks grim, like he got stuck in the Upside Down. They had no communication. What's gonna happen? We've seen this before. He went
Yes.
to Russia and lived.
I'm just saying when he was just like, "I love you, Jane," and then was like, he like had the
I mean, we
little
know
sequels
he's
dropping.
about it. We know if Vecna was in there, he would have been like "Hasta la vista, baby," and blew himself up. Um,
I was waiting for that.
I mean, the big reveal of the person behind that door being number 8, Khalil, whatever her name is.
I ain't
Um,
gonna try it.
that wasn't that I didn't see that coming. I thought episode 7 happened in season 2, and they were like, "Never again." She
No,
did.
I saw clips of like the like interviews for season 5 of like with like uh tasks that multiple times they brought up that episode in particular.
Yeah,
So yeah, I after seeing that I was like, okay, these guys were definitely hinting at it.
and then the whole thing with like Holly, and the kids, and him, because remember, Will sees them all tied up to the wall with the thing in their mouth as well, like he was. So Holly's not actually like we know like Holly's in some kind of she's in that prison with Max, but she's in that dream world, I guess, because Vecna has her seeing what he wants her to see, which I thought was
Yeah.
interesting. And I want to know more why he's going after those kids. Is he trying to give them powers as well? Are they?
You think he's trying to build his own
That's
army?
what I think he's trying to
Like
do.
kids with powers?
I think that's what he's trying to do. And I don't remember word for word what he said, but he's like, you were like weak and breakable, like, and
He said you were the weakest, you were the most easy to break.
and now, uh, he's like, you showed me the way. Now I think those other kids are breakable like he is. So he's definitely got plans, and I'm excited, um, to see what the foreshadow or something. Because if you looked at the how the painting looked, it's the shape of the mind flare. So obviously we're gonna see the mind flare in some aspect again. And I was
Yeah.
like, he back, he back, he back. Um, so I mean, other than that, right? I mean, there were some characters I didn't really care for, like Hopper, like I said, because I've seen that in Sonic Dance before. Joyce being like, I mean, Joyce swinging an axe at the Demogorgon was pretty cool, and that goes into my
Hmm.
first theory. I feel like Will was controlling the Demogorgon because he was like, because if not, why didn't Demogorgon? You know what I mean? Like when he was seeing through the Demogorgon, I feel like I feel like he was backing himself up. I feel like he was in control. The
Yeah.
Demogorgon gets hit by the car. He gets Will gets hurt. So
Yeah, that's what I noticed that they're just connected.
so that goes into my theory. My first theory. I I would love to hear your theories as well. Uh, with with Will, I don't think he ever stopped working for Vecna and the Mind Flayer. Like even from like season 2, I don't think when they said they severed him from the Hive Mind, I don't think they ever did. I just think that
Hmm.
the Mind Flayer and Vecna let them think they did that and put him in like in a dormant space. Because he mentions that in season 3, when he doesn't need you, you're kind of just dormant, and when he needs you, like you're activated. So I feel like they just let them think that Will was safe, and then obviously he leaves Hawkins. Like they said, his connection to the hive mind was weakened because he was so far away. So that part was true. But Will Will getting those powers because they said that he doesn't have powers. He taps into Vecna's powers and uses Vecna's powers. So I feel like Will is going to be like a double agent type shit. Like when he's active, I feel like he's going to be working for Vecna and be like bad. And I feel like
Yeah.
he's gonna kill someone. He's gonna kill. I feel like Will's gonna be the reason why someone dies. He's gonna. Like, I don't know how, whether he does it directly and uses the powers to kill someone, or like they're trying to get out of a sticky situation, and he purposely like fucks someone over. Um,
Hmm.
but will be directly linked to someone's death, and now it's set up to find him because I think it's leading to Will versus 11. I think Will might kill number 8.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, you think he's gonna kill 11?
All right. Uh, so yeah, I think the Mind Flayer is going to play a major part in it, obviously. And I think Will's gonna be active as a spy or double agent type shit, and regardless of how that plays out, that's my main theory. I mean, do you like? How do you feel about all that? Like, what do you think's gonna happen?
Well, Will being
Well, I
connected,
mean, like,
being
what's
a
volume
double
two? Do you
agent.
have any like? Do you have any thoughts on what might happen?
Oh, I've said this from the start. I think with Will being connected with Vecna and everything, like as we just seen, he got his powers. I still think he's being controlled. Obviously, I still. I mean, I just say off rip. I think it started with Will, ends with Will. I think my theory for the end, Will dies. He's one of the main characters that dies at the end. Genuinely, I think it's just um, like, ah, you watch Harry Potter, right? With like, okay, just making sure. With Harry and Voldemort, I think like Vecna dies, Will dies. So I think it's that type of thing. That's pretty much my theory.
I think
I think that's kind of what is going to happen. But
no, I agree because I think they're supposed to explore the connection of the Upside Down and like everything about it, and I think either one or two things happens, right? And I think it's either one in order to close the gates to the Upside Down and to forever separate the two. Either Will has to die, 11 has to die, or one of them has to live in the Upside Down. One of them has to stay behind in the Upside Down. I feel like I feel like you have to close the gate from the inside and the outside. So I feel like one of them is either that. Someone's dying or someone's being trapped in the Upside Down forever.
but I really hope it's not like I get if they do something like, oh, it's gonna be number 8
No,
that
no,
stays in the
Ace
upside down.
dead.
I want it to be like
I know.
I
I
want
know
eight.
enough about the character to
I
know
don't.
they're dead.
Yeah, eight. Eight's gonna get clipped.
She's bones.
Oh yeah, but like part of me always thinks kind of like we've talked about this before, how they play it safe within some people they kill off.
Yeah,
Like I
and
can see something like that happening.
oh, I definitely see them playing it safe, but I also I know for a fact someone's dead. Like someone in the main cast will die.
I mean, I hope
Um,
so. I want that shit to hit me.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about Jonathan. About him dying.
Not one part of me has felt like he's gonna die. I'm
No,
gonna
the
be
only
so
reason why I
serious.
think he's gonna die, dog, is because whenever you have a character who has a ring and hasn't proposed yet,
Oh, I forgot about that though. I
I feel
forgot
like he's
about that.
gonna.
Yo,
I feel like that's the only reason why I'm nervous about it. Because like I feel like he's gonna want to propose, obviously, and he's not gonna get the
and
chance.
then
He's gonna die. Nancy's gonna find the ring, and she's
yeah,
gonna be like, that's gonna hit me like a brick, bro. That's gonna. But then you don't know because you have that scene in the trailer where they put the heads together and it looks like something's about to happen. But somewhere else in the trailer, you see Jonathan in the regular Hawkins hugging everyone. I don't know, bro. I don't know. He's
do you
50
think?
50.
Because okay, so like no one died, right? These first 4.
Yeah, no one important.
You think it's going to be a crazy amount of deaths, or you think it'll just be like 1 or 2?
I think
Because it'd be insane if it's just like Jonathan dies,
I I
fucking
have
Joyce, just like
I have
main
I
characters.
have like 4 to 5 characters who are 50 50. You got Dustin and Steve, they're 50 50. I can see them going either way.
You really think Dustin will die?
Dude, the way it's projected, the arc, there's a chance he's 50 50. Steve's also 50 50. But then you have Will and 11, they're 50 50. Then you also, actually, I have 6 actors. Then you have Joyce is 50 50. I think no one's talking about this. No one is
Oh
talking
my
about this, by
god!
the way. Nobody's talking about Lucas being 50 50.
What has made you think?
Lucas has that big ass gash on his chest, and you know in the trailer that the demo dogs attacked the hospital because you see in the trailer he's carrying Max, and he has the beatbox thing, um, and you know for a fact that them door and you see this one demo dog charging the door as the doors are closing, and he's carrying Max. I can see himself sacrifice himself for Max to live, and That's how Max comes back. You know, he's playing the song. She sees the portal. She comes through. That's the thing. When that hospital episode hits, when that shit hits, because I think that's the season. I think that's the volume 2 finale. Before we get to the finale, right? I think. I think that's when. You get to confirm kill Ted. Ted's dead because they're gonna attack the hospital. He's in a coma. He's dead. Or he's gonna wake up and protect Karen. He's dead. Vicky is probably dead, right? Those are two characters no one really cares about. So they're, that's when like Robin and them get to the hospital. They go, no, they're dead. And then, right? And then I can see, the big one's Lucas, where he's playing the song, trying to get Max back. Max goes through the portal, wakes up, Lucas is dead. That's gonna be some shit. No one's talking about that, bro. Nobody is talking about that shit. And it's like, do you guys not have eyes?
I have eyes. I am being so dead ass. You just named off pretty much the whole starting roster being labeled as 50-50 dying.
No, Hopper. Hopper's not 50. Hopper's living. Mike is living. Robin.
No, you said Mike and 11.
Oh yeah,
are 50-50.
No, Mike's not 50-50. Will in 11.
Oh, I thought you said
No,
Mike.
Mike. That's the one character I can tell you right now. He's living to the end.
Will's dying.
Mike. I'm talking about Mike.
Yeah, but I'm just saying Will's
Mike
dying.
Mike is the only character that I can tell you 100% sure he will live to the end.
Will, Steve, Robin,
Murray.
Part of me, I want to say, dude. Every part of me wants to say Joyce.
One of the buyers, minimum one buyer died.
I want a gut punch.
Oh, 100%. If Joyce died, everyone loves the Bylers. That family.
Yeah, so I want a whole ass like Peter Parker Aunt May thing where Joyce dies and she's like, hits you in the feelings. You know what I mean? Like No Way Home type shit.
You make. Oh, I gotta talk. We gotta talk Marvel at some point.
Why? What happened?
The Aunt May death was not sad.
In No Way Home?
No, absolutely not. They made Aunt May Uncle Ben.
Okay.
We
will talk about this.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on. We will talk about this on Wednesday. Because you're pissing me off. Because you have some fucking awful takes. Ooh, you almost pissed me off there.
So, we both agree that the most likely theory is Will's either evil or an agent. Like he's not like he's going to be controlled.
I think he'll be an agent.
Yeah, we both agree one of those two will happen. Now I want to talk about something that people really aren't talking about again. Oh, don't give me that look.
Oh my god.
Buddy, I don't. Before we get into this stuff about people who aren't really talking about, what is with Hopper in this hero complex, dog?
He plays hero ball.
Every season, Hopper's like.
Bro, he's just protecting his baby girl. Why are you
Also,
here?
wait, speaking of which, someone pointed this out, and I can't unsee it. Remember I think it's like episode 1, they had the wanted poster of Jane Hopper?
Mm-hmm.
How come nobody's like, wait a second, when did Jim have a kid again? Hawkins is a small town. There's not that many people there. And Hopper, I guarantee you, Hopper is not a common last name. So you see this wanted poster of this teenager, and people are like, who's that?
They probably are like, who's that?
But that's the thing. That is so fucking dumb. Because Hopper's, in a small town like Hawkins, Hopper is not a fucking, don't you dare say I'm reaching.
Oh man, you're fucking.
Hopper is not a common last name. You're gonna tell me to sit there and there's gonna be like 4 Hoppers?
You're looking like those X-Reels right now, bro. You're looking like those people in the comments.
No, I'm not a Byler.
You're looking like a Byler.
No, watch your fucking mouth. You don't think...
Motherfucker is reaching, bro.
You don't think that it's not at least weird that in a small town where everyone knows weird? Everyone.
The small town getting cracked in half.
And people thought it was an earthquake?
Yeah, I think that's bigger worries, or that the whole place is fucking quarantined, like Area 51.
Yeah, bro. I guess that's true. Like, there's bigger
I
worries.
think there's like bigger things going on, not someone's last name.
Also, do you? Alright, let me ask you this, because I'm underneath the impression that it's resolved. Um, that the whole military thing, when the guy's he died, he's dead, and then one old lady's the I don't remember his name, but the black guy, that was hunting 11. He's like, oh, you know what I mean? The guy had like his collar up, looked like Count
Yeah.
fucking Dracula. Uh, so he's dead, and the other girl's like knocked out. Like, do you think? I think I don't understand where that story's going. I don't. What do you think about the whole military story? Because I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of lost about that since season 4.
I'm going to be completely honest. I didn't give a fuck about it.
I just don't understand. Like, my whole thing is, I just don't get where it's going, because
Like I get like they add something like that to kind of cover up some of like the other plot issues, maybe.
mm-hmm.
Kind of like Welcome to Derry, where like there's like the whole like military part of it, but that also kind of played a big part of that story. But like, well,
No.
I thought you were about to say something. But yeah, like within Stranger Things, like that whole thing, like not one part of me gave a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I think they added that whole thing just so they can sneak in. They have 8.
I want to apologize to y'all about the little time skip you're seeing here. We had a little bit of a issue last night, and we had to pick up from where we left off.
You said we?
Shut up. Anyways, so we talked about season 5. We talked about our theories. We talked about what we think's gonna happen. We talked about what our thoughts of this season. Now we're gonna talk about what you guys think. We're pulling 5 of these 5 theories that a lot of different people are talking about. We're gonna sit here and be like, okay, rate them, discuss them, and then rate them 1 through 10. This one's really not a theory. But actually, the first thing I saw was Vecna's not the main villain. Yeah, dumbass. That's what we know that already. Bro, these aren't theories. These are shit that happened in the fucking show. Do you people not know what theories mean? What the fuck?
What are you looking on?
Google. Alright, here's a good
Why don't you go next?
Here we go. No, we're on Reddit.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Will's powers and why Will is more important than anyone realizes. Season 5 finally makes it obvious that Will is not just connected to the hive mind, he has actual psychic abilities. These abilities come from all the exposure he had in Season 1 and Season 2. He breathed in particles, he lived in the Upside Down longer than anyone else, he hosted a shadow monster inside of him. His connection is permanent and is deeper than Eleven's. When Will kills the Demogorgon using telekinesis, it is real telekinesis. His nose bleeds, which is what happens when someone uses psychic force. That is something we only saw with Henry, Eleven, and the other Hawk and Lab kids. The difference is that Will's power comes from the hive. He amplifies his own psychic output with the network of Dimension X. That is why he can do it from miles away. He is basically using the hive as a power source. This is why Vecna has always sensed Will. Will has access to the same pathways that Vecna uses. Will is the internal counter to Vecna's control. He is the one who can fight Vecna from inside the hive, while Eleven fights from the outside. Did you not watch the show? He doesn't have psychic abilities. He gets them from Vecna. So it had nothing to do with the exposure for Season 1 and Season 2. It had nothing. Dustin breathed into particles in Season 2.
Oh, man.
Did you not watch the show? I'm rating that a 1. Well, we're not off to a good start. What the fuck? You?
Yeah, I give it a 1. I'm not gonna lie.
What the fuck?
Why'd you start off with that one?
Well, I thought it was gonna make sense, but no. The kidnapped children in Vecna's lair. Season 5 shows us that Vecna has kidnapped 12 children. We see this through Will's visions. Vecna even tells Will that he likes the idea of children being intermediates. This lines up with everything we know about the Hawkins lab experiments. Children have more psychic sensitivity, their minds are easier to link to the other dimensions. Vecna wants to use these 12 kids as a psychic amplifiers to open something big. The number 12 matters because it fits a pattern of ritualistic or structural stability that we have seen in the Upside Down. I mean, that kind of holds some bearing to it, I think. Because I think he specifically... I don't know about it being like the children are being intermediates or whatever, but like I can see this holding some weight to it.
I can see it, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he only targeted kids. He never targeted adult.
I know. What in the Freddy Krueger? Am I right? Bro really said the easier. You showed me the way. So what do you rate it?
That's actually pretty good. I'll give that like a 4.
Wait, is this out of 10?
No, 4 out of 5 stars.
Yo, I was about to say, I was like, wait, what? Yeah, I give it a 3.5.
What the fuck's the 0.5 for? Why do you have to be different?
Why would I give it a normal score? Why do you want to be the same as everyone else? This is why your takes are so fucking bad. You like actually pissed me off with your reach and a half from earlier.
The cave and why Vecna is afraid of it. But demons there, holy shit. This detail is one of the most important clues in Season 5. Vecna refusing to enter the cave is not random at all. Here is the corrected canon interpretation based on the play and the show. In the first shadow, the cave is the exact place where Henry gets exposed to Dimension X. That is where the equipment malfunction happens. That is where he gets pulled in. That is where corruption begins. So when Vecna avoids that cave many years later, that fear comes from Henry buried deep inside him. That moment was traumatic. It was the moment he lost control of his life and mind. The fact that he still hesitates shows that Henry is still inside Vecna. This supports the idea that he was not born evil. He still has human fear. There is also a second meaning here. Vecna's fear of the cave hints at something else being inside Dimension X that even he does not want to face. If he were the top villain, he would not fear walking into any place. The fact that he avoids the location that connects to Dimension X tells us there is something older and more dangerous than him. This ties into the Dungeons and Dragons idea of the Thessahydra and the possibility that the true final villain is the ancient creature that corrupted Henry in the first place. Once again, did we not watch the same show? We know Vecna isn't the big bad. It's the Mind Flayer. It's always been the Mind Flayer. And like, I feel like we don't watch the same show.
I love that like you're voluntarily like reading these, but then you're getting so fucking mad reading them.
What the fuck? And I've seen this theory. I've seen the other theory before, where like Henry is still living inside Vecna and he's still good. Once again, did we not watch the same fucking show? In season 4, the kid murders his family. He wasn't a teenager. He was like fucking 10 years old and he killed his family.
Yeah. I know.
And to answer the idea about the Thessahydra, the Duffer brothers already said they did not use the Thessahydra. So no. 1 out of 5. Watch the show. This is why you rewatch the season before season 5 comes out. Like, can you get shit like this?
I give it a 1.5. Next one.
Alright. Callie and why she still matters. Oh god, this is gonna be good. Callie, or 8, being present in season 5 and inside the Upside Down base is a huge sign. Callie was always the next strongest psychic after 11, and Henry. Her illusion abilities might be the only thing that can shield the kids from Vecna or confuse whatever creature is coming from Dimension X. Callie was also created through the same project as Henry in 11, which lines up with the idea that children are the best psychic conduits. If there is in the psychic battle, the final psychic battle, Callie has a real role in it. Again, did we not watch the same show? Henry was born with his powers. Because then after he kills his parents, he goes to Papa. The fuck you just say? I can't hear you. I can hear you now, what? I can't hear you.
Oh, you're rage baiting.
No, I can hear you. Now I can hear you. I mean, seriously, I couldn't hear you before. What did you say?
Say this again and you don't hear me, I'm going to punch my camera.
Okay, go ahead.
Or like, Papa.
You keep going in and out, but I heard that you were like, Papa. Okay. Yes. I do think there's a reason why she's still alive. I don't think she makes it to the final episode. Because as you talked about earlier, I think Will's killed somebody. Will is going to kill somebody. And whether that's her or somebody, I don't think she makes it to the final battle. I don't.
Clean scratch right away. Not right away, but like.
Give it like episode 2, right? Bro, why do you keep going in? And now the last one. The wormhole theory and the fleshy wall around the Upside Down. One of the best scenes in season 5 is when Dustin, Nancy, Steve, and Jonathan break into the Upside Down and crash into the fleshy wall surrounding Hawkins. Dustin realizes the wall is perfectly circular around Hawkins, and at the center of the circle is the Hawkins Labs. This lines up with the original game from 1979. The Upside Down formed as a snapshot, frozen in time from that event. We also have the science teacher giving a lesson on wormholes. This is the Duffers telling us that we are dealing with a tunnel between realities, which confirms canon from the first shadow. The Upside Down is not a world by itself, it is a bridge, halfway point, a buffer. Then Will makes that red swirl and drawn on Vecna's lair. It looks like the wormhole diagram from the science class. All of these pointing to the same direction. The fleshy wall is blocking the path. It is designed to contain Dimension X and does not spill out completely. That's a good theory. I like that theory.
In the show when they were talking about the wormhole, I was like, oh.
That's gonna come, yeah. No, that's a good theory. I feel like you watch the show, but you don't watch the show. Because you have some good theories, and you have some really bad ones. Not gonna lie. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. What did you say? I can't.
That's Sean?
I couldn't hear you, but now you keep going in and out. I don't know why. Yeah, this episode might be cooked already. Like,
What's going on?
I don't know. I'm not your fucking phone.
Why?
Hey!
Why did it stop recording?
Didn't.
It said it stopped recording for me.
Oh, it's recorded. We're not editing any of this out. This is funny.
What, me getting annoyed at my shit?
Yes. Now.
Ow.
Now that we get... Okay, I don't... maybe... This was a spur of the moment thing. I think next time we do, more fan theories, we should, funnel them out, because some of those were really bad.
That's what I was thinking when you were going through that.
Listen, bro. Well, one of the things I saw was that the final battle is going to take place in Hawkins and not the Upside Down, which I think that'd be cool.
I think that'd be cool, but I don't think they're going to do that.
I don't know.
It'd be a cool idea, but I don't think they're going to do that. Just,
But, okay, here's the thing, right? I want the final battle to be, a Marvel fight. You know what I mean? I want, people getting flying.
You want it to be an endgame fight?
Not an endgame fight. Infinity War.
An endgame fight? One of the greatest final battles of all time?
I never said the endgame fight wasn't good. I never said that. So do not put words in my mouth. All right? Dude.
One of the greatest final battles of all time? One of the best movie theater experiences of all time?
Anyways.
Cool.
We talked about who lives. We talked about who dies. We did not talk about it. What do you think, in your perfect mind, Omar, what is the final scene of Stranger Things? What do you think it'll be?
Final scene?
The final scene.
The final scene, bro. Final scene. That's final scene.
That's how you're gonna say it. Yes, the final scene.
You're such a bitch. I'm not gonna. Don't make that face. Don't make that face. I think it's gonna be some happily ever ever bullshit. It's gonna be a feel good ending type thing. We're gonna have a gut punch.
Someone dies.
It's gonna be sad. Then it's gonna pan to a funeral. Then it's gonna pan to everyone rejoicing and being like, "Oh my god, everything's good now."
Ooh, okay.
And everyone and I think everyone kind of gets out of Hawkins. Everyone just kind of does their own thing. Everyone leaves.
That's what I'm saying. I think the last scene I do agree. I do think the ones who do live leave Hawkins because they kind of alluded to that.
Hmm.
With Mike and 11 talking about how at the end of their campaign, it's too much has happened and they leave. So I do think the survivors leave. I think the last scene is Mike sitting in Hawkins, just taking it all in one last time, then leaving.
Yeah.
Because Will's dead.
You don't know that.
No, I know that. Whether the do you think the upside down and the Hawkins stuff bleeds further out of the world, or do you think it's only going to be contained in Hawkins?
That's what I was thinking. Like when you said if there's going to be a final battle in Hawkins, like I didn't know if that like I didn't think they would do that because then that risks it exposing it to the rest of the world.
Huh?
So that's why I think it would be in the upside down. Like they would stick it there because like
I don't think the world itself is changed. I do think Hawkins. I think Hawkins either gets destroyed at the end, like, or
what do you mean destroyed?
like Hawkins like is wiped off the face of the earth, like just
That would
crumbles.
be crazy. And then like that'd be crazy. Also, hold on, this is completely off
Maybe
topic.
maybe the upside down and Hawkins like merge.
I don't like that take. Um,
Go ahead.
is it actually true? Because I saw this, but it was in the spur of the moment today. I didn't read more into it. Because we were doing stuff obviously, but what was it? The Nancy spinoff. Is that actually a thing that's gonna happen? Did
No,
you read into that?
I don't know. I have not seen that.
It's gonna take place in between 4 and 5 or some shit like that.
I don't know. I know that the other spinoff takes place between 2 and 3, and it makes no sense.
What's the other spinoff?
There's an animated spinoff coming out where it's the kids. It's between seasons 2 and 3. But what doesn't make sense about it is that they fight like demodogs and shit like that, and none of that's mentioned in season 3 at all. So I was like,
Yeah, no.
huh? What?
Yeah, no, that'd be.
Um,
I'll send you the post about the Nancy thing.
I know there is a spinoff, another spinoff coming. Um, but I mean, listen, we that's enough talk about Stranger Things. I think we haven't. We gotta wait to Christmas Day. We gotta wait to New Year's Eve to really take it home. Volume 1, we both agreed, high 9s rated. We I would love to hear the viewers takes on stuff. I want to know what they think, what they think's gonna happen, because I would love to hear that. Other than that, I mean, I already know. We already talked about next episode. It's gonna be hot takes and welcome to dairy type shit.
Takes, Welcome to Dairy, movies.
Excuse me.
I kind of said it like when you dipped. I know it got edited out, but when you dipped, um, I kind of talked about what we'll probably talk about, like within like where Marvel's going, DC, James Gunn's universe,
Oh
what
yeah,
we're doing about that.
and then like,
What-
I mean,
probably a little bit of anime
we got
if you into that and want to talk about it.
yes, whatever, bro. You know, we got Five Nights coming up. We got Avatar coming up. We got stuff coming.
Can't
We
wait.
got stuff coming up. Um, other than that, though, chat. As always, it's been a pleasure. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us be your movie guys. And thanks for hanging out with us. And we'll see you guys next time.
Yep. See you next time.